Welcome everybody to Money as a Democratic Medium 2.0. In the name of the new institute, I'm one of the academic directors here. My name is Markus Gabriel. Let me say a warm welcome to you. It's a huge pleasure and honor to host the second conference in the series. I hope it won't be the last, but just the beginning of a important conversation. So it's wonderful to host this particular conference because just a few words concerning what we do here. Our basic idea is to use cutting-edge humanistic and social scientific research that really cuts eyes concerning the most important socioeconomic ills of our time in order to identify concrete visions for realistic, better futures. Or otherwise put, as an institute designed to foster positive social change by engaging with deeply integrated, interdisciplinary and transsectoral research. So what could be more ideal than this conference's topic and Isabel's expertise? We are particularly happy to have Isabel as a fellow and a program chair here at the New Institute, where she's also setting up a fantastic group working on issues having to do with the commons, housing, and many, many other things for which she's, of course, known as an expert. And so again, thanks all for joining us for such a fabulous conference. It's a terrific lineup and an important topic. And I hereby hand over to Isabel, who will run us through this wonderful event. Thanks, Isabel, for doing this.
Thanks, Markus. Yeah, also from Aaron Saar and myself, a very warm welcome to our conference, Money as a Democratic Medium 2.0. It's been a conference that has been long in the making. It's a follow-up to the Money as a Democratic Medium #1 conference that had been convened in December 2018 in Cambridge, Massachusetts by Christine Desan. Chris, you probably all know her work, is a professor of law at Harvard Law School and author of the wonderful Making Money, Coin Currency and the Coming of Capitalism. And she's also the mastermind behind this joint Cambridge-Hamburg MDM 2.0 conference. It had been her idea in 2018 to provide a forum for the scholarship on money in law and other social sciences that had just begun to emerge as a new and vibrant field of research, triggered, of course, mainly by the global financial crisis of 2008. MDM #1 had, moreover, a clear normative framing, which Chris had put like this: how can we design money so that it and the market it makes will inform and perpetuate democracy? The conference was to bring together people who understood money not only as a private but also as a public project, to see, and these are again Chris's words, if there was a common conversation that could happen about the way we think about money, the reforms that we think are necessary. After this first conference, it was clear that there should be an MDM 2.0. Yet the corona pandemic kept pushing back the date. And in the meantime, Chris had founded Just Money as a virtual space inter alia for roundtables on questions of the economics, law, and politics of money. And some of you have also contributed to those roundtables. Last year then, the co-editors started planning this second conference, and it was important to us to enable personal encounters after the pandemic, but at the same time try to keep the carbon footprint rather low. And this is why we eventually decided not only to enable online participation, but also to have a satellite conference. That this satellite conference is now taking place here in Hamburg is due to a number of happy circumstances. One is that the New Institute was willing to host part of the conference, so thank you very much, Markus. And thanks to the wonderful TNI staff, some of you whom you've met. Sebastian is standing there, Gabriel as well, and they are really helping very much in making this happening, including the technological challenges. I'm also very grateful that last year I could connect with Aaron Saar, whose impressive work on money until then I had only followed remotely from a distance. Aaron liked the idea of collaborating in hosting this conference, which is why today we'll have the conference here, and tomorrow the second part will take at the Hamburg Institute of Social Research, which is just a 10 to 15 minute walk away from here. This transatlantic conference is an experiment, hopefully without too many glitches. It allows for a stronger focus on European monetary architectures than we had in 2018 in Cambridge. And this said, becoming a truly global forum still remains an aspiration, maybe for MDM 3.0 then. My expectation for this conference is that we might take stock of what has become of the promise that monetary redesign might prompt new democratic experiments. We still see monetary design figure prominently on our program, inter alia with papers on complementary currencies and central bank digital currencies, yet several presentations will also draw attention to severe limitations of democratizing money and finance. And not unsurprisingly, we have this time a much stronger focus on questions of money, finance, and climate change, so that we might reframe the question of MDM number 1 as whether and how we might design money so that it informs and promotes a democratic social ecological transformation. Before we begin with the first round of panels, some organizational matters. If you have any questions about the logistics or any other concerns, please don't hesitate to approach me or Aaron or Gabriel Bieser. She's waving, so you can identify her. Katja Schubel is also here to help, and yeah, many others. You find the program on the table, but also on the screen in the entrance hall. And now it would be the time to choose which panel you want to attend. So the first stream will be in the hall, which is here. The second stream will be in the reading room, which is up there. So those of you who would like to attend the panel in the reading room would now then move upstairs. Restrooms are also on the first, second, third floor, as well as in the basement near the elevator. Yeah, so let me say I hope you enjoy the conference.